Hi there everybody, Jo Rose at jorose.com, checking in with you on the very last of the challenges for the numerology of September and the energy the universe is carrying, which is a 1. As explained before, 2017 is a 1 energy. Today I'm focusing on the 9, and I know when I did the 9 earlier this month I seemed to spend twice as long on it, but the 9 is really for where humanity is right now. The 9 is very much a challenging number. So I've just realised I've got my wrong glasses on, and if anybody leaves a message up there, I won't be able to read it today, so I apologise for that. Today, as I said, we're working for the 9, so this is the 9 for the video and the 9 for the Facebook Live. During this, I'm going to give you 3 points or 3 challenges of the 9 energy. You see, the universe is forcing us to deal with what we need to deal with, while our mind has its own opinion of what is best for us. Only in the future, when we look back with hindsight, do we see the benefit of what the 9's been delivering, or any of the numbers for that matter. So the first challenge that I wish to share that you may have found that you've come across this month and this year is things, relationships and projects break down. And they seem to break down more this year than any other year. And it's breaking down because it's bringing to your attention that you need to release and let go of people and things. You know, when we arrived on earth, we arrived with nothing but ourselves, our soul in this human body, and when we leave, our soul will leave the human body. And so the 9 is a good energy to realize that everything is transient and nothing lasts in that energy forever. Energy is always moving, and energy of the numbers, energy of humans, energy of the weather, everything is always moving. So things, relationships will break down, and often this may not be of your doing. However, you've possibly been asking for a better way or a way out, and so the universe is delivering that to you in this 9 energy. So take a look at what has been breaking down and what you're doing your best to hold on to, that perhaps the time has come that it is done. It could be a change of career, a change of relationship, a change of location. I know I say the 5 is really a change of location, but so is the 9. There are similar energies in many numbers, and one of the negative traits of a 9 is intolerant. And I'm sure for the last few sessions I've been talking about intolerance being one of the negative traits of the numbers in the higher end of the 1 to 9. So you could be arguing more with people. You could be seen to be more aggressive and intense and impatient. I mention impatience here because the 9 is the number before the 1. The 1 is the new beginning, the new creation. And we could be itchy because we've been going through this cycle. We've collected our harvest last year, and now we're at this point. And just like the apple tree, we need to lose our leaves, we need to come back, we need to hibernate, ready to move forward, and we have to get what no longer serves us. So if the tree had kept hold of that leaves, it would be needing more energy to keep it alive. So bear in mind that we do have to let go of things. Not everything is ours to keep. The second thing I wish to talk about is you're being forced to see a bigger picture. So all too often, the picture that we're looking at is very material. Abundance is very material. It's about money and assets. But have a look at what wealth really can mean to you, what abundance really can mean to you. So you're possibly being forced to understand more about patience and wisdom and compassion and generosity. And sorry about that, a phone call seemed to have come through and I'm going to have to stop it. My son's actually mowing the lawn, which is the first time forever, but it's the last one it'll ever be mowed this year probably, so that's why he's doing it. So 9 is about letting go, being forced to see the bigger picture. And what is it that you're missing? What is it that you can see that you're not seeing? Look what will empower you more from the situation. And sometimes we look at a parting as traumatic. However, and I bring this to your attention because a friend of mine today messaged me to say her mum passed away on the 27th, her dog passed away on the 28th, and her mother-in-law has been rushed into hospital today for a blood transfusion. So there seems to be a lot of things coming to an end for her. In hindsight, what we do is we go through our emotions and we don't want to let go, and yet my friend was running around for all of the other people to keep them well and alive and so on, and now she will be given a part of her life back. It will take time to come to understand that, and the 9 is really about stepping back and seeing the bigger picture. You know, mum, the dog, mother-in-law, they've done their, I don't mean to sound like this, but they've been here a long time, they've lived their life, and the reason we have children is to carry on the legacy. And so we have to let go of things in order to have new things in. And while she wouldn't have chose for these things to happen, and it is a 9 year for her as well, while she wouldn't have chose for these things to happen, the universe tends to bring them. And often we find that when the universe brings something like that, it brings it in 3s. Have you ever said, oh, I just need the 3rd thing and then I can move on? So the 9 energy often brings up this. The 3rd thing is your courage and strength will be tested. And that's what I'm saying here, using my friend as an example with this loss and this grieving that she will go through. It's perfectly okay and good to grieve, but we need to know why we're grieving. And a 9 year will bring up arguments and situations that we need to deal with so that we can release prior to an ending ever taking place. So if you're in a 9 year and you're being challenged by people around you, be compassionate, be forgiving, be understanding, take time out to be empathetic, sympathetic, really connect and see what needs to be healed. It's a great healing number. When things aren't going our way, we can find in the 9 energy that we become aggressive, defensive. It's all about being right, but as I said to you before, we need to see the bigger picture here. The 9 is about the bigger picture. When I think of the 9, I think godly, or you know, open to everything, because every energy is needed, and the 9 is here to really test us as a compassionate person. And when we understand the 9, we'll begin to understand unconditional love. Love everybody exactly as they are. We don't need to tolerate their behavior. We can step away from it. We can guide them the best we can. But if it's not working and it's pulling us down, we need to let go. If we haven't been letting go, this year will certainly make sure you let go of some of the things that you need to let go of. We're creating space for the new, and that's what we need to know. So every time something has come to you this year or this month, say to yourself, I'm releasing it because there is something new coming along for me. You're going to create a new cycle next year, and you're going to have a taster of it next month, October. Which brings me on to the fact that October is an amazing month. I know I said September was this year because it's the one universal energy for the year and the month. So it's a real good push at new beginnings. But October gives us a taster of next month. So whatever energy you're in this month, add one more number to it, and that will give you the energy for next month. So, having come to the end of these videos, the 9 energy, having come to the end of these videos, on Monday I'm offering a live session, and I will put out there the time that I'll offer this live session for any questions, results, answers, inquiries that you may have to really understanding the energy. And hopefully I'll be able to answer them for you and lead you into your next month and your next year. I will be putting an offer out of a consultation just to see if I can help you one-to-one, but I'd love you to come along into the Q&A, and the Q&A will be in Soul Empowerment. So I need you to come along, join in Soul Empowerment. I will put the link below. It'd be great to have you in the group where you can meet other like-minded people that are really taking action. When we work with the flow of the numbers, it's just, the results just keep coming and coming and coming. So I'm inviting you to come and join me and the group, link below. All I really want to do is realign you to your destiny, the life you're truly meant to live, not the one that you think you've got to live, or the one that people tell you you've got to live, but the one that you design for yourself. It's your life. LYFE. Love yourself first every day. I do this for myself, and it really helps me get through anything, including the 9 energy. The 9 energy is beautiful when we understand its preparation for the new beginning. Think of childbirth, anything that's new. I look forward to the next call with you. Until then, have a fab weekend. Thank you.